Good morning. It is Thursday, September 12th, and today is the memorial of the Most Holy Name of Mary. This is Michigan Mornings from Ave Maria Radio and the Ave Maria Radio app. I'm Matthew Handley. Coming up, as students return to college, many will be greeted with the pro-life message. More on that shortly, but first, this news. Michigan Attorney General Dana Nessel is closing the state's investigation into Michigan State University and former sports doctor Larry Nassar. Nessel says MSU finally released over 6,000 pages of documents that had been withheld, and she says her investigators found no new or relevant information in them. Nassar is serving decades in prison after being convicted of sexually assaulting hundreds of girls and women he cared for, including the Team USA gymnastics athletes. 3 South Lyon East High School students are charged with threatening to bomb or shoot up the school in social media posts. Oakland County Sheriff Mike Bouchard says the 2 threats against the school were among 5 school violence threats his detectives have investigated in the past 5 days.
Whether it is something you intend to carry out or you think it's a joke, in either category, it's a crime, and it will be fully investigated, and we will seek charges with the prosecutor.
2 of the 16-year-olds face 20 years in prison if convicted of making a false report of a threat of terrorism, and the other 16-year-old is charged with a 1-year misdemeanor of making an intentional threat to commit violence against a school. A member of the State House is filing a bill that would ban radioactive waste from outside the state from being accepted at landfills in Michigan. Democratic Representative Reggie Miller says her bill would prevent the waste from the Manhattan Project in New York from coming to a Van Buren Township landfill late this month.
These radioactive shipments are coming into our state, and nobody wants this in their backyard, nobody. The residents have spoken, I've heard them, and I stand with them.
New York has also banned radioactive waste, and Miller says her bill is very similar to that law. The new Wayne County Criminal Justice Center has been open for just 1 week, and there are a host of issues there. Defense attorneys say they have to wait for several hours for meetings with their clients, as there's just 5 rooms available. Inmate unrest is another issue, along with flooding. The flooding was due to inmates allegedly breaking the fire sprinklers to protest the conditions at the new center. Sheriff Raphael Washington says they are working on the issues. And the Pontifical Institute for Foreign Missions is moving from their location on Quincy Street in Detroit to a 23-acre site in Farmington Hills. The Society of Apostolic Life of Priests and Religious Missionaries was founded in Italy 170 years ago and has been active in Detroit since 1947. The new location will allow for the priests to live on the site and have new and bigger office space and have an event center. The new site on West 10 Mile Road was previously owned by the Bernardine Franciscan Sisters, who are leasing a building on the site from Pine. This is Michigan Mornings. Now this.
Ever thought you'd make a bundle by trading in or selling your used vehicle only to find out it's worth a dinner for 2? Well, it's much more valuable to donate your vehicle to Ave Maria Radio. Thousands of Americans donate their vehicle each year. The donation to Ave Maria is easy, tax-deductible, and supports our efforts to evangelize. A year from now, will you remember that dinner or your gracious and selfless donation? Go to AveMariaRadio.net to find out more. That's AveMariaRadio.net.
We'll have some patchy fog until about 9 a.m. this morning in Detroit. Otherwise, we'll have sunny skies and a high around 82. Tonight will be partly cloudy with lows around 64. Tomorrow will be partly sunny with highs around 82. Saturday will be sunny with temperatures in the lower 80s. And Sunday will be mostly sunny with highs in the mid-80s. We'll have some patchy fog until about 9 a.m. this morning in Saginaw. Otherwise, we'll have sunny skies with a high around 85 today. Tonight will be mostly clear with lows around 59. Tomorrow will be partly sunny with highs around 83. Saturday will be mostly sunny with highs in the mid-80s. And Sunday will be mostly sunny with temperatures in the upper 80s. students at universities across the country are sharing the pro-life message with their peers. Protect Life Michigan is on 18 campuses in the state, and their executive director, Kristen Polo, joined Teresa Tomio to talk about their work.
It has started with us being at the student organization fairs where these clubs are kicking off, talking to all of the freshman students, trying to get them involved. And Teresa, I think your audience would be encouraged to hear that we have had hundreds of students sign up at every school that we've been to so far. But from there, these groups will be holding weekly meetings to learn how to talk about abortion in a winsome way that changes people's hearts and helps them heal from abortions they've been involved in. And then we deploy them to do pro-life outreach on their campuses. Each one of our student groups has the goal to reach 100% of their student body with the pro-life message by the end of the school year.
What are some of the different ways, do you think, to get young people to think differently about this issue of abortion?
I think there are a lot of different ways that we can go about it because we've got the truth on our side, right? But here we have really done a lot of work to hone in on what is the most effective route to that outcome of changing their mind. And what we've found over the 19 years we've been doing this work is the human rights argument is something that's very effective. We ask young people, what do you think about abortion? Do you believe in human rights? Who do you think should have human rights? And of course, students say, yeah, I believe in human rights, and I think everyone should have them. And so then we kind of walk them into, well, how do you fit the violence of abortion into that worldview? And for many students, in fact, 32% of the students we talk to on campus, that is a light bulb moment where they kind of see the suffering of the other victim in the equation. They look beyond the woman and see the child and start to envision a picture of a world without violence as a solution to unplanned pregnancies.
Catholic Connection is on weekdays at 8 a.m. here on Ave Maria Radio. St. Bernard of Clairvaux says, rightly is Mary likened to a star. As a star emits a ray without being dimmed, so the Virgin brought forth her Son without receiving any injury. I'm Matthew Handley. That does it for this edition of Michigan Mornings on a Thursday. Lord willing, I'll talk to you again tomorrow, and until then, goodbye.